How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Utah, Ohio State. Utah really coming... A nice squeak. A nice little squeak to start the video. Utah really coming out of nowhere here. I mean, this team started 1-2 start season. It wasn't looking that bright for these guys, but man, have they turned it around as of late. Beating Oregon twice here in the last few weeks. Offense rolling, defense playing well. Utah coming in feeling pretty good about themselves, and they should. Ohio State, on the other hand, for the first time in a very long time, are coming out of a loss to the team up north. A game they'd probably like to forget. A game that you can't forget. They're going to have to learn from it. They're going to have to adjust because there was some clear weaknesses in this Ohio State team, and Michigan exploited them all. Will Utah do the same? Big question. And honestly, I don't think Utah has a hard time putting up points against this Ohio State defense. Tavian Thompson, the Dayton native, 5.9 yards per carry this season, having an excellent season. TJ Pledger really coming in this season and kind of carving a role into this team, has had some explosive plays for this Utes offense. And he gets to go out there and play just against some absolute units. Cam Rising, Thompson, these are some big boys. Them some big men out on the field right there. I tell you what, I think Ohio State has a really hard time with these guys. They're tough to bring down. They're tough to tackle. We've seen this in previous games. Ohio State has a hard time bringing them big guys down. They have a hard time stopping the run. But you go out there and bring some men out there. Cam Rising, Thompson, they can run that option if they need to. They're just plowing guys over out there. I think they're going to have a good game against Ohio State defense. I really do. Which brings us to the question, what's the Ohio State offense got to bring? Again, a very potent Ohio State offense. A very lethal Ohio State offense. One that can go out there and just turn this game upside down in the first quarter. This game could be over before halftime. Or, Buckeyes could go down trailing at halftime. Utah could look like they're in really good shape to win this football game. That has been the tail of the tape for the Buckeyes this season. You allow them to get ahead early, they take off. Utah goes out there, makes a couple big plays, gets a couple turnovers, takes that lead, is allowed to play their game, is allowed to run this football game. Ohio State's got a hard time winning this football game. It really goes in favor. You go into halftime, Utah up by a couple possessions, they'll win this game. They really are. Maybe just one possession to get the ball in the third quarter. Buckeyes got to figure out a way to stop a run game. They've had a hard time doing it. They've had a hard time stopping guys through the air. It has not been the best Buckeye defense. It's a very talented one, but it's not been one of them typical Ohio State Buckeye defenses. They're going to give us some points. I think it comes down to, again, who jumps ahead early. Who makes that mistake? We've seen Utah all over the field last week, or not last week, it would have been in a bowl or in the championship game now against Oregon, causing turnovers. They get a turnover or two early in this one, they can take off. Same story's going to go for Ohio State. This is a Buckeyes defense who, hey, we can bash them all we want. We talk about how these guys have been lit up. They do play a little bit stronger when you get to the red zone, and they have come up with very big turnovers that have resulted in touchdowns, takeaways that have resulted in points by the offense, whichever, this season. And it's those key takeaways that help, again, catapult this team to winning. I tell you what, though. Buckeyes better watch out for Covey. I tell you what, this guy, anytime, any play, he's got the ability to go out there, return one to the house for a touchdown in special teams. You got to be careful. That is a game-changing ability. The Buckeyes are a team that are very well aware of that. Alex can't speak. Very well aware of that. Ted Ginn Jr., right? Flip things around real quickly. Got to be careful on special teams. Ultimately, though, I do think this is a game where Ohio State does jump ahead early. I think Coach Day gets these guys ready to play. It ain't very often this guy goes out there and gets embarrassed like he did against Michigan. I think he bounces back here. Ohio State plays strong, beats Utah. We're going to say 42-31. Love you guys' thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.